What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5-Minute Rants. So I'm going to talk about leadership today, and I want to talk about one of the primary roles as a leader, and that is to disseminate vision. That is to really spread the vision of whatever you're building. And I've said this before, but I'll just reiterate it. Vision comes in 3 different sizes: large, medium, and small, right? So you have a huge picture vision, right? The whole entire mountain. Then you have a medium-sized piece of the vision, just one side or one route up to the top of the mountain. And then you have the small vision, which is cool. I'm on the trail and I'm actually climbing up the sucker, and I can see all the dirt and the pebbles on the pathway up there. And so I think it's important to say this, though. It doesn't matter where you are in leadership, your role and job as a leader, whether it's a team leader, whether it's leading a household, whether you're the leader in a friend group, whether you're the leader in a company, in a business, whether you're a founder, your whole role is to disseminate vision to everybody around you if you have a unified goal, right? If you are all trying to work towards something and accomplish something, your whole goal as a leader is to disseminate vision. Other people need buy-in to the vision. If they don't have buy-in to the vision, you're never moving towards the goal. You're never moving towards to what you set out to accomplish in the first place. And I think it's really important to see that. The reason why I brought up the 3 sizes of vision, and the reason why I brought up the different areas where that applies to, is that's sometimes determined on where you are at in the journey. It's determined by the stage of the journey, but it's also determined by where you're positioned in leadership, right? If you're a team leader of a small team of marketers, of developers, or if you're a job site manager for a construction company, the piece of the vision you have is going to be smaller, right? It is going to be a smaller, more technical piece, but it's very important to see that that's the piece of the vision that you are supposed to disseminate. As a project manager, you're disseminating vision and small vision across the board for customers and clients that have hired that company for you to do that work. So you may just be building a piece of software. You may be, managing a construction project, whatever it is. That project manager role, though, you're managing a medium and small sized piece of the vision for the company that's your client. And I think it's important to see, because if you don't know where you're at, it's very easy to get lost in the woods. It's very easy to get lost in the trees, going back to the mountain analogy that I gave. It's very easy to get lost and be like, oh, here we are again, just walking. And you have to be reminded of the goal. You have to be reminded of the reason why we're doing this. And the whole team needs that as well. So if you don't have a good grasp on the vision, a good gauge of whether your team has a good grasp on the vision or not is based on you. So again, if you don't have a good grasp, they're not going to have a good grasp. If you have a really good grasp on the vision, now they might have a good grasp. How often do you talk about it? How often do you talk about the goals? How often do you redefine the goals and the needs and the issues of the job, predicated on the vision and predicated on their task? Hey, this is the task you're doing. Don't forget, here's why we're doing this. Don't forget, here's why we are working the way we are right now. Don't forget, this is why we architected this way. Oh yeah, and guess what? When you are talking about vision and you're discussing vision with team members or people along the journey, it kind of settles fights and arguments along the way. You don't have a ton of fights because everybody's like, oh yeah, that's right. We're climbing up this mountain together. Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody is wearing a backpack. Everybody else is helping carry the food and the water up to where we need to get to. And when there's that unified goal and that unified vision, the daily work becomes less of a chore or a problem to do, and there's more motivation behind it. Here's something else, especially if you're in charge of hiring and you're in charge of choosing the team and building the team. You want people who are vision motivated. A lot of people talk about this as like, oh, they're goal motivated. They're goal motivated. They are driven by goals, which is true, right? They're goal motivated, but at heart, they're motivated by the vision. What am I actually building? And if what I'm building, if it doesn't matter, I don't want to do it. Or if it really does matter, cool, I'll do it. And I think it's important. Like we talk about this a lot. Like we help put food on the table for families that hire us, right? We help put food on the table for people who have bills to pay and have kids and are raising them. And we talk about that with the team. And it makes a world of difference stating things like that, because there's something bigger than them and bigger than the technical tasks that they're doing and working on. Anyways, guys, I'm over like normal. So I'll catch you later. Peace.